It's rolling. So are you ready to check the mic? Because I like the way you check the mic. I check the mic like this. I check the mic like that.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be the same every time that I check the mics, but this is fun as well to check the mic in this kind of way. It always sounds like I'm giving a lecture.
It does.
And that's just the way my voice is. So a lot of people like hearing bad news from me because it comes off comforting. Like, I've been told that I'm like your mom's best friend that sits you down when the parents are getting divorced. And I'm like, listen.
Oh, my gosh.
It doesn't mean that mom and dad don't love you. It's just that this is going to be stronger for the family.
You know what?
I'm that person.
You're that person. You know what? I was just talking about this movie the other day. So it's an Australian, or is it New Zealand? It's one of those. It's a movie
Don't mix them up. Mix it up.
It's one of those areas. Countries. What do I mean areas? It's called The Breaker Uppers.
Okay.
So it's two comedians, two chicks, and they're really funny. And they have a business where they are hired to break up for people. But of course, Australia is super small compared to the United States. So people are like, hey, wait a minute. I know you. You're those people that break up, and so they...
I'm loving the accent.
No, stop.
I'm loving it. This is
it's
great.
freaking terrible. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to do accents anymore.
No.
I'm trying.
No,
I'm trying.
No, this is great.
But it's like one of those things where that's
we
your
all
deal.
need to do the accents for everybody, and then it's okay, right? But if you're only doing the accents for one group of people...
Dude.
I'm just getting ready for my lecture that I'm giving to a bunch of racists later to be like, you can't do one. You just can't do it. You have to do it to everybody.
And
you see, then that's equality.
And see, this is how we begin what has come to be known as the Baked Sale Sessions.
Yes.
Now, you know what this episode is going to be named?
Oh.
I thought about it yesterday.
Well, that's good.
Sugar Cookie Gelato.
Delicious.
So a gelato is a hybrid in nature. It's easy going. It's up, it's down. It's right there in the middle. And a sugar cookie, it's not that it's basic. It's that it's comforting because it's got the sugar, the butter, the vanilla, and you can do anything you want with it. You can make it in any shape you want.
Yeah.
You can frost it. You can ice it. You can do all the things with it.
So nice.
It's nice and it's versatile, and that's what we are.
We're nice and versatile.
We're nice and versatile.
Hi, we're moving to your neighborhood. We're nice and versatile. Don't worry. I think we'll fit in. Just let us know what we have to sign up for.
Oh, my God. So this is what the Bake Sale Sessions is all about. And this is episode 2.
We did it.
We did it.
This is the second episode that has recording.
We did it. Yes. And you know what, Dom? You're our engineer today. Hello, shout out to Dom. Yeah.
Dom.
The first episode was named Boof Berry Kush because I hit record, but the equipment on my end wasn't interacting with Megan's equipment on her end. So I was vibrating all over the place.
Yeah.
But when you talked, it was flatline.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
What? And we're going to work on that too because we have a lot of missions.
You know, sometimes you just have to accept the flat line, right? And that's just what, the holidays are.
Exactly.
You just go and you say something and your family just like stares at you and you just got to get really good at going, okay, well, I'm going to go get myself some water.
Just water. And you know what? That is very important for us.
Yeah.
Because partaking of the flower, of the plant, you need liquid. You need liquid refreshment.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Hydration. Water is paramount.
Love water.
There's nothing better.
Honestly, I could talk for hours about how much I love water. And it would absolutely be boring to everybody else, but I love it.
What? Why do you love water so much, dude?
It's nature's energy.
Dude, you know what I say? I say water is nature's fruit juice.
Yep.
I've been saying that since I was a little kid. Oh, my God, that is amazing.
Oh, you're feeling tired? When was the last time you drank water? Like, how many times have you said that to somebody and they're like, oh, it has been a while. It's like, yeah, it's the simplest thing.
It is. So I was on this game show, right, last year, and we were in Atlanta for like 2 weeks, put up in a hotel. That's crazy enough as it is.
That sounds fun.
It is, but
2 weeks in a hotel in Atlanta?
But it's like, no, we were outside Atlanta. So we were like suburbs of Atlanta, business class, whatever you want to call it. By week 1.5, you were already feeling stir crazy because all you're doing is going from the van to the set, the van to the set, to the hotel. So anyway, one dude drinking energy drinks the entire time. So then he makes this remark. He's like, yo, why is it like ammonia? I'm like, well, have you drank water? He's like, no, I just been drinking Bang and Celsius. And I'm like, how's your heart?
Don't like the taste of ammonia? Try water. Water. It's not ammonia.
Oh, my God. And that is like one of the most important things for a person that likes to partake. They have to have that present at all times. Like when I was packing up to get ready to come out here, I was like, oh, I got to get my flask. I need water.
Yeah.
I need to make sure I'm ready to go because I already feel.
Yeah. I panic if I don't have water.
Are you serious?
Oh, I get so panicky. But then I have to be like, it's going to be okay. It's like an hour, I'm going to be without water. Because one of my favorite pastimes is to go to daytime television tapings.
Wait, what?
I love going to The View, and I recently went to the Drew Barrymore show.
No, you didn't.
Yes. In the past, I've been to Larry Wilmore, to John Oliver. Was it? No, Regis wasn't there. It was Kelly, though. I can't remember who was the host at that point with her. I just love it. It's so much fun because it's like all this like fun energy that you're like, and now everybody's excited because they're telling you to be excited.
Of course.
And then you watch it at home and you're just like, oh, this is just fun.
Right.
That's all it is. But you're not supposed to bring food and like beverages in. You kind of can bring water, but they don't tell you can. You just do it.
That's diabolical.
Yeah. So, but like in the winter, my throat closes up
sometimes,
just out of nowhere. Really fun when I was waiting tables and I would be in the middle of the specials and then I can't breathe and then I'm like going red in the face and then I have to just like motion that I'm like sort of choking but not. I just got to get water. I don't know. This has just been happening my whole life.
Right.
So I just need water on hand.
Okay.
That's it.
So now when you're at the daytime shows or whatever, they don't have water.
You're not supposed to bring water.
Right.
But
how do you survive?
I've brought in an empty water bottle, and then there's always a water fountain inside once you go through security. But they see you filling up the water. But also my other friends have brought in water.
Right.
Themselves. So the big water debacle, if you are allowed to bring it to daytime shows or not, you should just always be allowed water. But I think we know why. That got ruined because of 9/11.
There it is.
That's it. The people in the it was the shoe bombers,
yes.
right? When they were taking that.
Exactly.
It was like a few months after 9/11.
Yes.
And then no one's allowed water.
No, you are allowed water after you clear customs.
Bring an empty bottle, which is good to always have a bottle.
I don't know about those water fountains. The bottle ones.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because they have filters in them.
I know, but you take some people, right?
Yeah.
You see this end where you drink out of it right there? Some people are shoving that right up the filter.
Oh, I don't.
So then...
It's motion censored.
But people are
yeah, they're putting
special.
It all the way up. But my top's not even going to be touching the top.
But theirs did.
Oh. But
so then,
I think it's only the outside that's affected.
Okay.
I'm not too much of it. You know, my dad's a germaphobe. So I'm like very much the complete opposite.
Right.
I'm like, oh, dirt on my hand? Sure, hand me that sandwich. You know, I know I should wash my hands before.
Right.
I just don't care. And, crazy. I only had COVID once. You would think
Wait, just once?
Just once. People would think somebody with this kind of attitude.
Big two here, dude.
I think I might have had it another time, but it was before, we knew.
We all did.
Yeah.
We were all patient zero in January of 2020.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going to take a quick break, and that is a perfect way to break.
Yeah.
We had COVID twice. We're going to take a quick break, and we are going to be right back because we got to do some consuming. Bye. And we are back. Now, I wanted to talk to you today, Megan. So we were talking this week, preparing for this episode. And I know one of the things that we were looking to do for all of the listeners out there is to really make sure people are armed with information.
Yeah.
So that when they go to a dispensary, they are super chill. They know what they're looking for. They know what they want to feel like.
They feel confident.
Exactly.
Like you don't need to know
everything,
but you just need to know enough to pass.
There it is.
That's how life is right now, right? It's just give me the details of enough to pass.
I like that because I really do feel we're on the verge of idiocracy. We're at the precipice. And you know what was really funny? I watched it either last week or 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I almost feel it, but I think we like water way too much to give that up for electrolytes. But I was like, oh, my goodness. And the best part was, I think I took down my cart. I was rocking with the Fernway. Whoo! Redheaded Stranger.
Okay.
Sativa. So smooth. So nice. And that really like kept me even. It kept me on like an even keel. But watching Idiocracy, I was like, oh my God. We're on the stairway. We're on that stairway. And
you just got to keep focused.
Keep focused.
You got to keep focused on the things that you were already doing. You can't get yourself off of your path right now because things are being thrown at you. You have to stay like you have I mean, I think this is good for everybody to hear. You just have to keep doing what you were doing and following like your dreams and your your goals. Everything's going to get thrown at us.
Right.
Pay attention, but don't take yourself down.
Okay.
You know, because so much of it also, it's the language that we're hearing
from
the idiocracy out there. And it's a lot of thoughts. You know, they say they're thinking to do. Like, it's the wording. So a lot of the stuff isn't happening.
It's just being thought of.
Yeah, it's all distractions.
Okay. So now I know, you know what? I'm glad that you said that. Stay focused on your dream and this and that and the other. So I'm going to leave Idiocracy alone and I'm going to focus back on this.
But sometimes we do need to yell into the void.
Yes, sometimes we do.
It's very important.
It is cathartic.
Yeah.
Another big word. Ooh, that's one for me.
Yep.
You already have one. What was yours?
I already forgot.
You already forgot it.
It's out there. You know what? It's living inside.
It's in the ether.
You know, sometimes I don't have to go back to memories. I just know that they happened, and I mean, they are recorded. So
shattered pictures in the corners of my mind. So the reason why I wanted to talk about like terminology and all that, the name of the show, it's a twofer.
It's a twofer.
And you didn't know it.
No.
So a bake sale.
It just sounds cool.
It does.
Bake sale sessions? Yeah.
Yes, but it's a twofer. It's like bake sale is basically people coming together, having a good time, token up, and relaxing. Session, same thing.
Nothing to do with baked goods.
Nothing to do with baked goods. It just sounds fun.
That's a little disappointing. Though,
I know.
The fact that there are no baked goods involved in it.
But the bake sale, you're getting baked. You see?
Yeah.
And we already took part of that already. And we are in our own, what we would call bakery right now. We are. So that is part of the deal. Like
this is great. I love it. We're in a bakery. Be careful behind you. There's other workers with trays. Behind.
Behind.
Corner.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. But see, that's the whole thing. The bake sale, the session, it all comes together. It's the same deal, but it's like that terminology, and it's like all rolled into one. This is what cannabis is. It's all terminology. You got to get familiar with it. You got to get comfortable with it. So that's what we wanted to make happen.
Yeah.
So it rolls off the tongue, the bake sale sessions, and you already have an idea of what it's all about. Now, sometimes you need a bake sale, sometimes you need a session for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
I need a session sometimes when I have a really great day at work. I make commission. I'm doing my thing, talking smack, taking things, making it happen. And I'm like, yes. Other days, I have an okay day at work, but my back hurts and my leg hurts, so I need relief.
Yeah.
But one of the things I want to talk to you about, the reason why I love that bake sale that we had this morning, is the Subway. It's the Subway, and there's a couple things. I love the Subway. I've been riding it by myself.
Big fan of the Subway.
Big fan of the Subway.
Big fan of the Subway. Always been a fan of the Subway. Walking, not for me. Subway, always been my number one.
Hey, listen. It's Vinny Mac from Mineola. First time, long time. Just want to let you know I'm a big fan of the Subway. I love everything that you've done with it. All right? Nice. It's pristine, if you want to call it that. But the thing I had to tell you about the Subway was this. So I went and saw our buddies, New York Canicult, Rihanna and the Rabbit.
Great.
Saw them at Verdi. Amazing time. Mwah, chef's kiss. I had the cornbread. I made cornbread from scratch for my friend Rihanna, and it was magnificent.
Which I guess cornbread is technically a baked good. Right?
Oh, it is.
Because that would be in the baked goods sessions.
Oh, yes, it would.
Section. I said session.
You said baked goods. We're a bake sale. Are you? Hey. What's going on? What's going on, Megs?
I'm imagining
Megs.
this place is a bakery too much.
Oh, no. What have I done? Was that into the void?
No, we're great.
We're good? Sometimes you do. Yeah. And see, I pull you back in. All right? See, this is why you need guardrails.
Yeah.
But this is why you also need an organic conversation.
And then they take the guardrails away from you in bowling. And you're like, well, now I got to do it without the bumpers.
Yes, you do.
I love the bumpers.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. So, look, this was the Fernway. See, there it is.
Okay.
And there's my vessel. Dom, don't worry. It's not on. It's going back in my pocket. Don't worry, okay? So I was great. We were chiefing. We had the big circle. We're doing all these things. Everything was beautiful. So I get on the Subway. And
Back on that
Love
Subway.
That Subway. And I'm like, it's Saturday. It's January. It's not the holidays anymore. Why is this train packed? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's a scheduling for the weekend or whatever. So the train is packed. Yeah. I squeeze in, and there's a woman giving me the stink eye with a scarf over her nose, right? So I'm like, I can't stink. We were outside. It was windy. It was cold. Or as the kids would say, brick. No, we say that. We say brick.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it was brick. So I'm like, there's no way I could smell because there's a couple standing next to me. This train is packed. Nobody's giving me any eyes.
Okay.
Except for this woman. She is staring a hole in me.
So she's looking at you specifically as if you smell.
Yes.
Not like she thinks that you suck as a person.
No.
She thinks that you...
With a scarf over her mouth and nose.
Did she put it on over once you came on, or was it already on?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because our eyes met like in one of those movies, like across the hall.
We're gonna have to get video footage of
on the F train. On the F train from last Saturday. So wait, we lock eyes, and she's like, and I'm like, is it me? So then I get self-conscious, and I'm like, I'm already standing on a packed train. It's swaying, and it's moving and grooving, and I'm listening to my music, and I'm like, what's going on here? So
please tell me that you started asking everybody if
I
you
didn't.
smelled.
I didn't. I did not. I just kept it to myself because I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
No, sometimes we should use
our outside voice.
We should use the room for a focus group when we have the opportunity.
Oh, we can definitely do that.
Yeah,
we can definitely do that. So there's that. There's that thing. That woman right there doing her thing. Then there's a couple in matching bubble jackets, yellow and black, looking like a pair of bumblebees.
Right.
They're doing their thing.
They're so in love.
So in love. Then there's an anime dude with like the dirtiest fingernails you've ever seen in your life.
That's part of his character.
Exactly. And I notice again the bumblebee couple, his fingernails all gray.
Wow.
And I'm just like, because my awareness is really heightened, and especially on the subway. Because as a New Yorker, you're like, yo, you're always like, your head is on a swivel.
Right.
Even though it's 2025.
And those hands are close to your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they all disperse by like when we get into Queens. So everybody's dispersing. And the woman who had the scarf over her face or whatever, she gets off too. So now I'm really excited because I was standing for a while.
You get to sit.
And I get to sit. So I immediately like plop down, bam. And I'm like, yes, I got a seat all the way home.
I have a quick question. When you plop down on the seat in your winter coat, does it make like a poof sound?
No, there's no poof.
Mine makes a poof sound, so I have to do it slowly.
You're like Princess Peach.
I have had to own it. I've had to own that poof and just open my book and say, I am not looking at a single person.
Now,
you all know that was the poof.
Now, wait a minute. Is it a full like poof, or is it
no,
which one is it?
I guess it's more like a
Oh, that's fine. That's everybody. But you know what? Everyone's got earbuds and headphones on, so nobody's really like, and everybody's in their own world.
I know. Who am I to think that anyone's even paying attention to anything that I'm doing anyway?
Exactly. Just me, the guy that stinks, with the woman making dead eyes at him with the scarf and everything. So I sit down, the train empties out.
Great.
So I sit down and I look around and I'm like, I look to my right, I'm like, hold up. There was a homeless man sleeping on the bench.
That's where the stink came from.
But
she was locking eyes with you when she was actually reacting.
Because she was sitting on the same bench as the dude. But that's not even the kicker. That's not the kicker. I didn't smell anything because the train was packed, which means that people were standing around the dude.
So they were holding it?
They were holding in the funk for me.
They were hotboxing with homeless.
Yes.
Stank.
They were hotboxing.
Are we going to get in trouble for saying that? I'll check with lawyer later.
Check with lawyer because I actually had a conversation with somebody about this once and they say, no, you have to say unhoused.
Yeah.
I know, but...
And I think it's going to go back.
I think so.
I don't think that terminology is locked in.
No, it's not locked in.
It's like with Latinx.
Exactly.
Everybody who's Latino is like, don't say that.
Exactly.
Please stop.
And, there's some people that are going to be really excited that they get to say certain things again. So that's something else. We'll leave that alone. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah,
so
always keep headphones on you.
Keep headphones on you. So the dude is just sleeping. But wait. So he's got one arm in his head. Okay. But the other arm, straight Al Bundy style.
Okay, right.
Full arm. And he's just. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah. Are you joking? And all of this was experienced on one ride. Yeah. Just one. And then you pointed out, what else did you point out to me? The spikes?
Oh, I love the spikes. The spikes this is my new favorite thing that the MTA is doing. Just trying to deter like fare evaders and from people hopping over. So now they put these spikes up, but the spikes are rounded. They're not actually
They're not
spiky.
Pointy?
No, I put my hands on it the other day. Like I literally was a person, I stopped, I touched it because I wanted people to see that I was touching it. And then I was just like a dummy. I was like, whoop, and just like went through. It was a little performative, like slightly, but but those things are so easy because the way that it's rounded, the kids just have to learn how to get their gripping. It's just new gripping. They're just teaching them actual skills.
Oh,
if anything, this is like parkour. Like they're teaching, because you just have to you have to take that and you can launch yourself up, or if you're a little short guy, you're a short king, you can take it and you can swing yourself over.
Short kings.
Yeah,
short kings.
Short kings have to swing themselves over, but if you're a tall guy, you can just pop yourself over. Everything is fine. I think that they should be rewarded. They should not be ever given tickets. because they are pointing out flaws in the system. I think that they should be given jobs because they're innovators.
So
they're showing us where the problems are.
Oh my gosh. So wait a minute.
We shouldn't be like getting on their case. We should be like being like, okay, so how would you do it?
So wait a minute. So you basically want to turn the MTA into a catch me if you can situation.
I don't want them getting in trouble, but they put more cops in. So now the cops are focusing on the fare invaders, but we're like, hey.
Did you say fare invaders?
I probably did. I tried to say evaders, but it probably came. But you know what? They are fare invaders as well. I'd argue that point. But they're not where they're supposed to be, like
right.
taking care, because they don't, nobody wants to be in danger, but then you just don't sign up for that job.
Right.
That's it.
I hear you.
It's a dangerous job. You can't just do things for a pension, right?
No.
A lot of us are not going to have pension because we decided we didn't want to do those jobs.
Right. We decided to roll the dice literally with a 401k.
I hope so many of them are going to get their 20 and then they can retire.
Dude, but like back to that subway deal, like so you can literally put your fingers in between the grooves.
Yeah, you got to just figure out like the hand, like it's going to be a little bit more of like opening of the hands to it.
Oh, so you just need like really good gloves. Oh my God.
Yeah. Actually, gloves would be helpful. Also, they're not going to leave prints, which the gloves will probably get you more in trouble because that'll make you look more guilty. But I would love it if we saw a bunch of teenagers going around with driving gloves and they're just using it to hop.
Now, wait, driving gloves are kind of thin, though. Aren't they like thin leathery and stuff?
Yeah, but they're good for like
grips?
Different, for like grip, because you're gripping the wheel.
Okay.
So I think different textures, yeah.
Very cool. That is
These
hysterical.
are also not facts.
They're not facts.
So somebody could be like, "You are absolutely wrong," but to my knowledge, this all sounds right.
But you got to talk to the lawyer about that one too.
Yeah.
Oh no, but don't worry. Our lawyer's going to cover
thing.
us. Our lawyer's going to cover us because there's already videos.
Yeah.
On the gram.
We're being honest. It's fine.
Videos are already on the gram.
We're not telling people to do it. We're just telling you how they're doing it.
Exactly. But you have a great idea. Looking for flaws.
Yeah.
Get these folks to talk about the flaws.
And it's not like it would be nice if then later when they graduate college, they gave them opportunities to like work within like
the system.
That's probably how you do get the youth involved in like city jobs. Like look at what they're good at. Like the kids that are not in class. Okay, it's not that they just want to screw around. They're just not being motivated in the right way because it's like they have different interests. So find out what they're interested in. It's probably something that could be useful to us all.
I like that.
Yeah, because they're going to use those skills someplace else. So make it the positive.
And that's always your thing.
It's always, just be positive. Like, why are we being negative? That takes so much more energy.
I know, but sometimes you need to really like just get that out.
Oh, yeah. I can definitely go negative, but it's not worth to stay there.
I get you. It's not okay. Yeah. So you can go negative, but it's not worth it to stay there.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that because I didn't tell you about the ride on the way there. So the ride on the way there still had its own action too.
Oh, there was more.
There was action.
This is quite a day on the subway.
The subway. It's fantastic.
I love it.
So this was another situation where like I'm feeling good. The Fernway is in my system. Okay. This time it was, Dom, don't worry. It's off. It's off, Dom. Don't worry. It was Cranberry Fernway. Super smooth. Such a great taste. And just delectable. Mm-hmm. That's another word for me.
Wow. Hey, it's not a contest.
It's not. Because it's not. You know why? Because I can't remember my first word either.
Yes. I would say that is validation.
Oh! So here we go. We're on the way to Verdi.
Nobody likes smart people, and people really hate stoners when they're smart. It's like maybe even worse. Okay.
I know. It's amazing.
Keep going.
So wait, I was going to Verdi because Puff had an event there, And then Rihanna and the Rabbit, they were there too because they both work for the same like brand or whatever. So I met a bunch of people. It was a really good time, super great. The cornbread was a hit. Everybody loved it.
Love the cornbread.
Like I never want to say bouncer because they're not a bouncer. They're security. Because you go in, it's security, check your ID, then you do what you got to do with the bud tender and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, we just say security.
Yeah, so security had one, bud tenders, reps from the brand, and everyone loved it. So my day was made, and it was like still warm. So my book bag smelled like cornbread. So it smelled like sugar and butter, and it smelled like the buttermilk and all the everything was in there.
Nice. Everything.
And it was a perfect dozen. Because I don't play around. I got the brownie pan. So every brownie is a corner. There's no middle pieces.
No middle piece.
So everything it's a corner.
Okay.
And then it rises and it's like really thick and fluffy. So the cornbread was a hit or whatever. So getting there, I'm taking the train. And I sit on the end because I like to be near the door.
Right.
Even though I'm anxious about what could happen, somebody, doing something stupid or whatever.
Anything
can happen on the subway.
In any seat, too.
Anything. Yes, it can.
So if anybody at home is already scared to take the subway, I just want to let you know that anywhere you are,
anywhere
you
sit, something will happen. So I'm sitting at the end, and it's like all those metal, like, dividers or whatever.
Yep.
So I like to rest my arm up there.
Yeah.
So I'm resting my arm. I'm jamming to some yacht rock.
That's what those things are for. That's it.
Thank you.
You're supposed to rest on that, right? You're not supposed to really like lean on it so your back is to the tracks, but you can definitely put an arm up.
Yes. I don't want anyone's hair or booty in my face.
Yeah.
So it's also because of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day, I've had incidents with that too. But we're going to leave that alone for another day.
That does sound like another day.
It's another day. There's a lot of no, there's a lot. Listen, I'm going to be 47 years old in like a couple months.
Yeah.
Hey-o, I've been riding the subway all my life. All my life.
You going to write a book?
I think this is the book.
Next stop.
Riding
the subway with Adrian Ashby.
Next stop. Into the ether. So I'm riding. I'm listening to yacht rock. I'm feeling great. The cornbread is warm. I could feel it on my hands through the bag.
Okay.
So this dude comes on, right? And my arm is still there. He's standing by the door. He's like over 6 feet tall. So he looks down and he sees my arm.
He's about to be a jerk face, isn't he?
He sees my arm, looks down at it, and he has a gym bag on, like strapped. So he flings the gym bag into my elbow and proceeds to listen to music, stand at the door, do all this stuff. So I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I was just jamming and chill. What is this? And I look up. And he's just in his own world, in his phone, this, that, and the other. So I'm like, now I kind of like tense up a little bit. So now every time the train jerks, he has to feel it, but does nothing.
Yeah, he chose that.
He chose that.
He 100% chose that.
I'm like, why would you choose that, dude?
Yeah, because you got a whole monologue going on in your head right now. Things that you're about to say to him. If the words come out, you're like, no, I'm not going to say
I'm not going to say it.
This is the scenario of how you're having your Ally McBeal moment.
Why do you have to make me a white woman?
I mean,
I'm just messing with you.
Ally
McBeal is legendary.
She was pretty good. Like,
she was.
I mean, for a white woman, she was neurotic in the right ways. She was trying to do good. She just wanted to fall in love. And she didn't know if she wanted a baby.
Oh, yeah. That's where that dancing baby came from.
That's where the delusion started.
We'll get into that, too, because I have a lot of
ooga chaga,
thoughts.
Ooga chaga.
I don't know what this feeling is.
There's a whole generation that has no clue what
None.
we're talking about
but
right
that's okay.
now.
That's okay. You know
Google
why?
it.
Google it. So anyway, the dude chose that. And this is for like a good set of express stops.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just swaying and swaying, and I'm like holding my ground. And then he finally gives up, goes to the other end, and then gives me the stink eye. I'm like, you are giving me the stink eye, dude?
Yeah.
You chose this. You disrupted my peace.
Can I give you...
yes, please do.
Okay, use it in the future
yes.
if you want. When somebody does that, like that specific, like that was all very direct. Like he did all those things on purpose. He finally moves and then he gives you the stink eye. Just look over at him and give him a thumbs down. Ever give somebody a thumbs down in public? Oh, you just got under their skin in a way that they can't get back because they just went back to their childhood. You just put them back into their childhood trauma.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. Thumbs down a person. And don't be like, ugh, like so dramatic over it because you know like that is definitely a stupid white woman thing to be like dramatic and be like, well, thumbs down to that. No, you just like hand out, down.
So you want it gladiator style. You want the full shaking of the thumb.
No, because then that's not going to look good for you as a man because of the whole Roman Empire complex y'all have, you know?
Again, you're throwing me in some stuff that I don't have nothing to do with. I don't even
so
know.
Sorry.
Now I got to look this up now.
If my gender has to be defined by stupid things, your gender gets defined by stupid things as well. So we really need to break all of this down, right?
We are. And this
Roman
is,
Empire.
And this is why we have sugar cookie gelato.
Oh, this is why we need it.
It's versatile. It's like you can shape it, mold it into anything you want, and it still is. So that's what happened. Like, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But then the last thing about the Subway was indirect.
Okay.
It was indirect, and I think you follow, do you follow New Yorkers on Instagram?
I believe so.
Well, if you do, you might have seen this video. So there was a dude on, it had to be the F train, because the F train is the only one that still has the orange seats for now.
Okay.
You know the orange seats.
Yes.
Legendary. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of it.
Everyone loves it. It's going away. Sometimes, awkward to sit on it. Sometimes you're like, why is the seating this way?
The window seat.
Yeah.
It was fine, but nobody wants that.
I also would just love it if they stop changing the subways, trains. It's like, are we really? Is this where I think we're focusing on the wrong things?
Focus on the signals. Yeah. Focus on the tracks.
Yeah, get the tracks working, and we'll all just deal with the design.
Yes,
like you don't have to keep doing it. No. I also do really like. Sorry, I'm also sidetracking. Again,
it's okay.
But I do really like it when they rent out the trains for like advertising.
Yes,
because that seems like a really nice way to make money.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, why aren't we doing that? Like, I don't care. I'll get on whatever. Well, I say I'll get on whatever train, but you know what? Then we have really horrible advertisements. So that probably is the reason that we're not getting on advertised trains. I think I just worked that out.
You think you worked it out?
Because then one day we're going to be like, I'm not getting on that train. Do you know what the company, the owners imagine? People are like, I'm not getting on a train that supports blah, 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 blah.
Well, I guess you're not writing anything. Honey.
Yeah.
But check this out.
Yeah, finish
the video,
your story.
It's all good. See, this is why we have guardrails. But this is why conversations are organic. So we're like yin, yang, and we're all that. The black and white cookie.
I love a black and white cookie.
They're not that good.
Oh, that's a lie.
They're not that good.
I love them. Nope. They're
you
great.
love them?
I love them.
Do you like lox?
I do.
Okay. All right. So I got, that's pastrami?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I see you.
Okay.
Chopped cheese?
Chopped cheese, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Regular slice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because sometimes you just want a plain slice.
We're on the same page, dude.
Yeah.
So the video was this. There was a dude on the train puffing away.
Puff, puff.
Puffing away. The train wasn't empty. It was full.
Yeah.
Now
I do enjoy those people.
Dude, don't enjoy those people.
No. Just because I know how chaotic it is.
It's so chaotic.
Yeah. They shouldn't be doing that at all.
It's
and the F train makes sense.
But no, because it's the train with the orange seats, which means you can't open the back doors. So you're trapped. You're hotboxing. Like by force. So there was a dude, right?
I know, but you know what? You just start thinking about all those New York personalities, all those different personalities on the same train, all being hotboxed by one other crazy New York
chaotic
person.
dude that couldn't wait. They couldn't wait 5 seconds. It's all the feathering in your hair. It's all that Pantene. It's getting in the way, dude. All that Pantene is doing it up.
It's not Pantene, but no hate against it.
Oh, hey.
Okay. I actually don't even know what the name of my shampoo is. I just know what it looks like. They keep changing the design every few years. And it's just like, why do you... It's like the MTA card.
Dude, I got something to tell you about that too. But anyway, so the dude was token away. There was a man in front of him, scarf up to his nose, trying to not inhale anything. But he's refusing. He is refusing to give up his ground.
Yeah, no, that guy was there first. He's going to definitely keep smoking that.
But the scarf was fancy. It was like cashmere and this and that. I'm like, and it had a lot of fringe. So you know it's not doing anything. It's like paper thin.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not like a big woolly mammoth scarf that, you can really, with the big wool.
Yeah, but sometimes those expensive ones.
That's true.
It's like
Egyptian cotton.
Like they're
and
so compact that it's like perfectly sewn, so it doesn't need to be thick.
So there's no escaping anything.
Yeah, but I also like the fact that he's throwing his wealth into the person's face,
Dude,
who obviously, I'm going to say at this point, doesn't have wealth.
I mean, but you know what, though? It's the great equalizer of the subway because we all, quote, paid that whatever it is, $2.90?
I don't even know how
it's
much
$2.90.
it is. Is it?
It's going to be $3 later this summer. $3, people. But anyway, so he's token away, and I'm like, this... And I said this in the comments. I said, this is the oddest flex that you can do. It's akin. Yes. It's akin to drinking milk on a hot day. You can do it, but it's not a good idea.
Gross.
Because why wouldn't you want to just wait to be outside? Why wouldn't you want to wait to be indoors, be comfy, be cozy, have everything set up for your bake sale or your session? Set that ambiance.
Yeah. Also, why are you drinking milk? You're an adult. Stop doing that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a good idea. You can drink milk on a hot day.
Yeah.
It's you can do it, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah. You can absolutely do it.
So that's my biggest pet peeve right now.
Okay.
About taking the subway because it is really the oddest flex that you can perform on the subway. It really is. And I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I've encountered this a couple times. And every time I've encountered it, their stuff, as terrible as it is, then infiltrates me, counterbalances my great stuff. And now there's a war going on between crappy canna and the good stuff.
No, you know what you got to do? You got to capture it and you got to squash it because now you're going to carry that out and you're going to pass it along to somebody else. And we can't keep passing that along. Okay, New York?
Dom,
okay, country?
What is happening right now?
We cannot.
You got to squash it?
No, yeah, you just take that. You can't let that person that is not in your life who's doing this dumb thing, you can't let that affect you. You have to take it. You be like, wow, that was crazy, and then throw it in the trash can as you're walking by. You're done.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened to you, but that can't be the thing that then continues because people are walking around now and passing that on to somebody else who doesn't even know where it originally came from, and obviously that guy that was smoking on the train, that came from something else. People don't just do that. That came from something.
So you're saying it's deeper.
It goes deeper. So letting that person smoke on the train and not giving him any crap, you're actually taking a problem and you're keeping it centralized at that point because by then getting into his face, he's now going to be feeling attacked and it's going to then get worse. But by letting him do it, you're giving him a sense of control at that moment, something that he obviously doesn't have in his life at all. So as a city, we put up with all this because we are this weird community that just like we have to support each other in some of the smallest ways.
So it's easier to just let them do their thing instead of really running amok.
Yeah, and hoping that they're going to get through this and that they're going to like remember that people didn't come down on them when they were going through something.
Okay.
You know?
Wow, you just really like.
It's that annoying positivity.
Do you know what you know for the kids out there? Oh yeah, we got to talk to the lawyer about for the public,
yes.
for the listening public out there. I just feel like I just
children.
played Mortal Kombat and you just finish him. Finish him. Annihilate him.
I love Mortal Kombat.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It wasn't that supposed to be the downfall of society? Mortal Kombat. But in closing, I want to make sure I let you know this. So I said we are sugar cookie gelato. Now, I actually looked up gelato, and I want to let you know what it is in nature. It's a hybrid, and it's really going to make you feel like, oh, wow. It says here on Leafly, helps with anxiety, stress, depression. Dry mouth is the negative. Dry eyes is a negative. That's like with everything. Mm-hmm. You're going to be relaxed, aroused, and euphoric. Ooh. See, the word aroused, we're going to leave that alone because aroused can be anything.
Yeah.
You don't always have to pull it into that place.
As
a society,
we connect aroused with sexual, but aroused can just be like
feeling
uplifting.
Good.
And because you are arising your emotions, I don't know. We're working through this, but it makes sense. So you're aroused, you're intrigued.
There you go. So yes, a hybrid in nature is something that's going to keep you feeling relaxed. It's really going to keep you like between calm and energized. So that is the essence of what we're trying to accomplish here. You just figured out what a hybrid is. And you just learned a strain, gelato.
Yeah.
I just put sugar cookie in front of it because we're the Bake Sale Sessions.
Yeah.
And that's who we are.
Love a good sugar cookie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my next mission.
A bad sugar cookie, though, is going to ruin your taste buds for the rest of the day.
Oh, that's basically probably because somebody put in too much salt.
Yeah. Ugh.
They probably put in too much salt or they put in too much, like, baking soda or...
It's offensive.
Something happened with the pan.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're Megs, and I'm Adrian.
Yeah. And
we are two dummies on a couch.
We are two dummies on a couch.
Did we talk about how we figured that out? Two dummies on a couch?
But I don't know. Should we tell them another day?
We'll tell them another day.
Yeah.
Folks, it's episode 2. We'll see you on the flip side. You guys are the best.
See ya. Bye.